Bond. James Bond. Excited about the new James Bond? Yeah, me neither. I mean, sure, I'll see it, but can anyone ever really top Roger Moore?
Oh, Commander Bond.
Call me James. It's 5 days to Alaska.
So it's Bond season, and a lot of people are going to be talking about shaken martinis, but I wanted to share with you my preferred Vesper spec, because it's kind of an okay drink, but with a few adjustments can be quite a bit better. So what is a Vesper? Instead of explaining it to you, I'll show you. Take it away, Dan.
3 measures of Gordon's, 1 of vodka, half a measure of quinoa lily, shake it over ice, and then add a thin slice of lemon peel.
Setting the mix of gin and vodka aside, in the bar biz we would call this an 8-to-1 martini, which is kind of a wonky spec if you ask me. I'll try it anyway, but first a word about ingredients. With all due respect to the mighty Gordon's, it ain't my favorite. Instead I'll be using my go-to workhorse gin, Beefeater. And when it comes to vodka, I'm not picky. Some would say you have to use Russian vodka. I say it doesn't really matter as long as it's made from either grain or potatoes. It doesn't have to be expensive either, but if you throw the bottle on the floor and it bounces rather than breaks, use a different vodka. It's been said many times that quinoa lily is no longer on the market. This is true. It's also said that Cocchi Americano is a fine substitute. This is also true, so bam, Cocchi it is. With all that out of the way, here's how Bond, or rather Ian Flemming, says how to make this drink. Now because I just want to know how this drink tastes, I'm going to scale this down to the smallest easily measured specs. To my cheater tin, I'm adding 1/4 ounce of Cocchi, half an ounce of vodka, and 1.5 ounces of gin. Add ice and avert your eyes because I'm about to do something I'm absolutely ashamed to do. Strain into a coupe and garnish with a lemon peel. Okay, this isn't that bad. It is quite bondy, and if you interpret a measure to mean an ounce, as many have, this would be a pretty stiff drink. The Cocchi is there, but it's just kind of standing alongside the gin. They're not really playing well together, if that makes any sense, and I can't say the vodka is playing any significant role either. So I mentioned earlier that 8-to-1 is an odd spec. 5-to-1 on the other hand is not, and is actually preferred by many martini drinkers. Unless you're me. I like a 2-to-1 martini because I'm a savage. By playing with the ratio of gin and vodka and using the more common 5-to-1 spec, the Vesper becomes a rather different drink. And then there's the matter of to shake or to stir. Some say it does or doesn't bruise the gin, some say it will or won't change the chemical composition of the drink, and some say the drink is or isn't colder depending on which technique you use. All I'm gonna say is that by shaking, you introduce tiny air bubbles into the drink. The presence of these tiny bubbles means less contact with flavor receptors, that is, your tongue, and that interferes with you tasting and enjoying the drink. Stirring negates this and also maintains the heavy, silky texture that only a cocktail made up entirely of booze can bring. So stirred it is. Here's how I like to do it. To a mixing glass, add half an ounce of Cocchi, 1 ounce of gin, and 1.5 ounces of vodka. Stir with the biggest ice you have, strain into a coupe, and garnish with a lemon peel. Nice. Even though this has the same ingredients, this is a very different experience. Bringing the drink to a 5-1 spec gives the Cocchi more of a supporting role instead of something that's just pressed up against the gin. Now they're harmonizing. And that lemon oil, wow. The biggest difference though is the balance of gin and vodka. 1 ounce gin to 1.5 vodka. Why on earth? Well, by proverbially and somewhat literally drowning the gin in neutral spirit, the botanicals are smoothed way down. Don't get me wrong, the botanicals are still there. They're just playing nice with the other ingredients. I'm gonna make a bold statement. If you have a friend who hates gin, this could turn them into a believer. Yeah, holy fuck is this good. If you make the drink like this, you will make it again. This is the best martini I've ever had. And if you're wondering, no, this isn't my recipe. I can't take credit for it. In fact, I don't even know who created it. But damn, is it good. And that's pretty much it for the Vesper. If you have a favorite Bond, let me know in the comments. And if you have a favorite movie or scene, I'd like to know that too. And oh yeah, if you try the drink, let me know how it goes. If you liked it, consider subscribing if you haven't already. And if there's something you think I should try, let me know in the comments. Take care, and I'll see you soon.